I've seen it time and time again, the sentiment that Behemoth is bad and how you're better off playing any other subclass. I'm here to tell you, that sentiment's incorrect. Behemoth is able to stand on its own, and while it might be the powerhouse that is Banner of War, it's not something to look over. The goal of this build is to be defensive while also staying mobile. To do this, the build will use both your Glacier Grenade and your Terran Barricade to create walls, and Shiver Strike and Cryoclasm to keep mobile. The build is centered around Glacier Grenades, and as such, keeping uptime on them as high as possible is paramount. To do this, we use the Fragment Whisperer Shards, the Aspect Tectonic Harvest, and the mod's Elemental Charge and Stacks on Stacks, as well as 2 Grenade Kickstarts. Alongside this, running 100 Discipline is ideal. After throwing your Glacier Grenade, you'll be able to shatter the Stasis Crystals it generates. Doing this will give you 4 or 5 Stasis Shards, which thanks to Elemental Charge and Stacks on Stacks, will grant you 2 Armour Charges. These 2 Armour Charges will be used the next time you throw a grenade, and will grant you 30% energy. Destroying the Stasis Crystal will also proc Whisperer Shards, which grants 500% additional base grenade regen for 6 seconds per crystal destroyed up to a maximum of 11 seconds. Between Whisperer Shards and the energy from Grenade Kickstart, you should have your grenade energy back by the time the 11 seconds of additional grenade regen is up. With the build as is, we've still got 3 fragment slots open, all our weapons, our armor exotic, as well as several mod slots. For the exotic, I'd highly suggest using Armamentarium for a backup grenade charge and to ensure your grenades are always charging, though you can use any subclass neutral exotic like the 4x Surge exotics or Crest of Alpha Lupire. For the fragments, I'd suggest using Whisperer Chains for the 40% DR when standing near one of your Stasis Crystals, and Whisper of Conduction for convenience. The last slot, whatever you choose, though some top picks: Whisper of Fissures, Whisper of Rending, Whisper of Rime, and Whisper of Hunger. I use Whisper of Rime. As for the open mod slots, those are entirely up to you, though do keep in mind that this build uses armor charges to sustain Glacier Grenade uptime, so extra armor charge consumer mods, the yellow ones, can be risky. Here's what I run. The chest mods can be swapped for whatever resists are appropriate for the content. Finally, for the weapons, you're free to run whatever. If you enjoy using it and it'll kill stuff in the content you're doing, go for it. Before I finish out, I'd like to mention some techniques I've come across in my time playing this build. First is using your Glacier Grenade to freeze enemies. This has saved me a good few occasions. All you gotta do, chuck the grenade at the enemy's feet and they should hopefully freeze, giving you a little bit of breathing room. This is especially effective against Sunstop champs as they'll stun when you shatter them. Do keep in mind this only works on enemies that can be frozen by Glacier Grenades, so it's not useful on bosses or enemies that float fairly high. Second is using your Barricade to break crystals. If you've thrown the grenade near your feet, you should be able to walk right up to it and cast your Barricade, and multiple crystals will shatter at once. Doing this will allow your grenade to start recharging quicker, and will allow you to move position sooner. If you're doing this, make sure to keep 1 crystal so you keep the damage reduction from Whisperer Chains. With everything covered, I look forward to seeing you on the battlefield. Good luck and have fun, Guardians.